Hey guys, it's Michael with Tennessee Survivalist, and I'll show you something kind of interesting today. If you like doing little do-it-yourself projects, making things instead of buying things, to put in your bug out bag, or even just to take out camping with you if you want to, whatever. One of the most important elements within our survival realm is going to be fire. I stress that so much to all the members of the group I'm associated with, my students and whatnot. And while me personally, I lean more toward primitive skills and long-term methods of fire. That's just where my skill set is. If you're not there yet and you don't feel like you truly own the method of building fire primitively, there's nothing wrong with that. You're just going to need a few extra goodies in your bug out bag. You can never have too many different ways to start a fire. What we're going to do here is make what I call a super match. I've seen some other methods of what people call super matches that use multiple matches, making up a fire strike or fire starting device. I'm only going to use one because anything more is overkill. And basically what you're going to end up with is something that looks like this. In the nutshell, the things that you're going to need are, bear with me, I'm dealing with an injured arm. You're going to need some type of candle wax. You can buy new candles like these tea lights I have here, or old broken candles, whatever. It does not matter. Some type of candle wax. I wouldn't use beeswax just because it's a little soft. Plus, it's pretty expensive for this type of project. Any wax works and works fine. You're going to need some matches. This is just an open box of strike on the box kitchen matches I had laying around, pretty beat. Thought I'd play with them and see how this works. Shorter matches are fine. If you can find the matches with the little white heads on them that are strike anywhere matches, they're even better, because even with this you'll still have to cut off a piece of striker to keep in your fire kit. No huge deal. It is what it is. It's just something cheap, readily available. Anybody can do it. You're going to need something to put the finished product in. I use these Altoids tins for lots of my fire kits. They're really handy. You're going to need a method of melting the wax. Be best on a stove, but what I'm using is just a hot plate. I've got a small pan with water in the bottom of it. This dog dish bowl just happens to fit inside it. I've got it kind of floating in the water. You have to be careful not to put too much or it'll spill out. I've effectively made what they call a double boiler. We have actual double boilers. I just don't want to use them for this project because I'm getting cheap candle wax all inside it. And I already have a little bit of wax melted, so we can go pretty much jump straight into this project. But I'm going to show you what I'm doing. Just go through the whole process. Take these little tea lights. You got to get them out of a little tin cup. That's usually pretty easy. They stick pretty tight. I just grab them by the wick and gently pull them out so I don't shatter them everywhere. Lay a little cup aside. You can break them with your hands. My left hand's barely functioning today, so I'm just going to crush them with my pliers. I think you'll be able to see us pretty good. But what you want to do is you just got to get the wick out, and this little metal disc that the wick attaches to, you don't want it in there either. And that's not hard to do. Again, it's pretty easy to do just with your bare hands. I'm just using them because I got a screwed up arm. That's trash now. Yeah, I just got through making some of these, just test them out, make sure they did work okay. So even though that wax is not melted, it'll be melting. There's already some liquid wax in the bottom of the pan there. You probably can't see it. I'm going to go ahead and make one of these, show you how it works. That wax, like I said, it's not melted yet, but it's not going to hurt anything. So what you want to do is you'll take your match, you'll take a piece of your toilet tissue. These are roughly half sheets. It doesn't matter if it's single ply, double ply. It doesn't matter what brand. Just use what you got. And it doesn't have to be pretty. Just roll it up. And with some of the samples that I ran, I did learn a trick or two that seems like works better. Once you get these rolled up, that one turned out pretty decent, but I do kind of twist them a little bit just to pull it down tight, and I'll slide the match head down just a little bit where the head itself is down inside the toilet tissue. And what happens is, you know, when the match head lights, and it'll say the stick burns too, but if you've ever tried to let a match burn, the stick doesn't stay burning long. It burns out pretty quick. This toilet tissue will burn pretty rapidly, but we're going to slow that rapid burn down by taking, I've got my multi-tool. You can use needle nose pliers, you can use a pair of tweezers, you can make something out of a paper clip. What you use doesn't matter. You just need a small surface on the matchstick and the toilet tissue to dip into the candle wax. Hopefully, I think you can see us okay on the video. All I'm doing is I'm going to dip it in. I'm going to make sure it goes completely under. And I'm going to take it out and we'll turn it up. I like holding them in for a couple of minutes because it seems like the toilet tissue soaks up this wax pretty well, so you're not just getting a coating on the outside, it's actually soaking to the inside. I don't know if it really matters which way you turn them. I like to hold them so they quit dripping though. Then I'll lay it aside and let it dry. It's that simple. Matchstick, butt wipe, roll it up. As long as you're leaving enough of that head exposed to be able to strike, you're in good shape. You could definitely do a little less toilet tissue than a half sheet. I don't know if I'd go as small as a quarter sheet or not. You could do more, but I don't think the wax will permeate the toilet tissue real well if you get it much thicker. Grab it with whatever holding device you're using, stick it in the wax. If you watch close, you can't see it on the video, but if you do this yourself, when you put it in, you'll see a few little bubbles coming out. I'm assuming that's like air dissipating. So I'll make sure that all that's done. I'll take it out, let them drip. And what I'm about to show you, I don't know if it really matters or not. I've been doing it. But I'll try and take the head and dip it in one more time. I'm about to boil over here, so you're about to see me make a mess. Don't try this at home. This is why a true double boiler works better. But again, just lay it aside. This wax I've got is pretty soft. Seems to be taking a lot longer than what I would imagine it should take to dry. It may be soy. I'm not sure what the makeup is. Plain old paraffin wax would work best. But that's the process. That's all it takes right there. And these are cool to the touch now, needless to say. But they're still kind of mushy. I showed you some that I'd done earlier. Now what I want to do is show you how well they work. If you've done the job right, you will have wax on the match head. If you didn't, no worries. It's still going to work fine, but it's going to lose some waterproofing ability. So that wax over the match head helps keep the head from getting wet. So what you're going to want to do is just take your fingernail. You ain't got to scratch hard. Just scratch a little bit of that wax off. And this striker's about shot. If I was doing this for my own pack, I'd go buy a small box of matches, coat the matches, cut the striker off, glue it or tape it to the inside of my Altoids tin, and be good to go. pretty much like a regular match. This one did not have the toilet tissue slipped up over the head quite as good as I'd like. I don't use these, I just want to show how to make them because I've seen others using similar things. I think it's a real good idea for those that are just starting out. It's not a bad idea for anybody. It's just weight's a premium in my backpack, so every ounce counts. But that in itself, as long as you don't suffocate it, just like with any fire building, I'm not going to get into fire building with this video. It's not going to burn like you got gasoline down there. You still can suffocate it, but it's going to burn for a lot longer. And if you hold it and take care of this flame until it gets rolling up inside the thick candle wax there, which it's starting to. Well, you can see in the video, the flame's starting to get bigger, and of course it's dripping in my ashtray. Now, especially if you allow oxygen, which is one of the 3 points of the triangle fire, to still get to it and prop it just a little bit. Remember, fire goes uphill really well, so I would recommend tilting it just a little bit, maybe on a small stick in your fire lay. And now all you have to do is gently start adding your tinder and your kindling in very small amounts to that, and you've got pretty much sure fire. If it's damp outside, if it's trying to rain on you, you get it burning to this point by babying it in your hands or under a tree leaf or a tree branch, underneath your shelter even, you'll get fire. If you had never tried it, give it a shot. If nothing else, make it something just for fun. Everybody likes a good DIY survival project. But there you have it, guys. It's my version of a wax-coated super match, or truly storm-proof match. Thank you for watching. Be sure and click subscribe. Just like all the videos I do, none of these are fancy. They're not expensively edited, because I don't care about all the flash and fluff. I just want to show skills to people, maybe help them out somewhere along the way. Some people get entertainment value. My lazy dog laying here beside me, he don't seem to care too much. But like I said, thank you for watching. Be sure and click subscribe. Look me up on Facebook as a Tennessee Survivalist. If you know me personally, through the group I'm affiliated with, hit me up with any questions you may have there. As always, thanks again. God bless.